Okay, welcome to Meter Chaos. Some more progress has been made. These are running fairly slowly at the moment. Everyone is at about 50 milliseconds reading update. And we're looking at here, we've got our signal average, estimated passband SNR. I don't know if this has been calibrated. There is an option now, settings, general options, option 2. Normalize passband noise floor to 0 dB. So it'll take the RX1 reading, which is currently, well, it's close to 0 anyway. If we reset it, we would see how out we would be on the PBSNR. If we hit RX1, it normalizes it, applies the relevant shift to get that somewhere near 0. So if we were to now go over this, we would see that that's 40.40 dBs above noise floor, that signal. Oh yes, that's there. Anyway, as I was saying, these are updating fairly slowly at the moment. Let's just go to 3.6 so I can put a tune carrier out on here. I've got to add in the stuff which ignores readings for the first couple of seconds as you flip bands or go into TX, RX, that type of thing, or second probably, like the old one, to stop the history from building up, or ignore the history for a second or whatever, I'm not sure yet. If we hit tune, are we looking good here? Let's turn that off. Let's hit this, and it applied -31 there, as you notice, because this new option in here filters force ATT to 31 when PS is off. So that is happening, but it only happens at the state change of MOX or tune or whatever. It won't happen if you just tick off PSA. So let's put out 15 watts here, and everything is moving. Interestingly, all this stuff moves even though we're doing a tune, just a tune carrier. So yeah, 15 watts here, 14.9 on the peak. Peaks are on the right, peak values. Current values on the left. On these horizontal bars, if we put into MOX, MW0LGE, MW0LGE. Let's turn this on, MW0LGE, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. MW0LGE. So yes, that's that anyway. How have I got all these separate windows, you asking yourself? So let's go into here. General, appearance, meter. We have a notion of container. So a container can hold any number of the available meters, and they can be in any order. Eventually, let me just turn this on a second, highlight. So this one here is displaying average signal strength, yeah, estimated passband SNR, ADC, AGC, and AGC gain. So we can move AGC gain up, so this one we can move up here, boom, with that option. So you can order these however you like, and you can move stuff back and forth, or by double clicking it takes it out and puts it on the other side. Let's turn this highlight off. That is so you can see which container you're editing. So that one has only got a cross meter in. That one has got all those in. And that one has just got the Kenwood meter in. We could add the, if we expand this out a bit, we could add the Magic Eye, which is linked to signal strength. S9 is sort of about 80% bright green, or open. So if we go to 0909, S9, S7, yeah, S9 is kind of down there. So yeah, that's what we have at the moment. And I'm thinking, for instance, if we were selected on this meter there, when you click on one of these, AGC, AGC gain, all the settings for each one of these will appear down here, such as, is it a receive only meter, is it a transmit only meter, is it both, do you want it visible in both states, do you want it to grey off or fade in one of the states, like this, you know, whilst it looks okay, you may want it slightly faded in receive mode for the cross needle, because it makes no sense. And setting whether or not you want segmented display, segmented with peak hole like that, which is essentially the right hand history, so you will see it. It won't just shoot back after predetermined time, it will follow the history back. As I say, peaks are on the right here, current values are here. I've still got to put in things like clicking on this meter would change the reading, or have the setting here to have it in S units, dBm or microvolts, whatever. So all that stuff left to do. Colours, whether or not you want the titles of each shown. Maybe usable, adjustable, user definable titles. Don't know. The bad news is I haven't got around to doing vertical bars, and every time I start I get so bored with it I put it off, so that's not going to happen for a while. Sorry, Scott, if you get to see this video. So let's get rid of the eye like so, and you can just delete an entire meter container, of course, just by hitting on there. Get rid of them all. We can add one and do it again. Let's get this out. Set up. Okay, so that's the fresh one we've added here. Highlight it as such. And we want let's have all receiver based stuff in here. ADC. What else can go in here? AGC can, and AGC gain. This is quite interesting to watch, actually. These are two new values that are being pulled out of WDSP, which weren't in the old software. So let's get in the old version. So let's get it here. As you notice, we've got the AGC gain on the lowest it can be. So we can alter it to, let's alter it to, say, 80. Let's get a stronger signal here a minute. You see how it dropped down, this AGC gain? If I give it a weak signal, so yeah, it's quite interesting. And this AGC peak has actually got the peak value and the average. The average is grey, the yellow is peak, which is what's being shown here. So yeah, interesting stuff. Right, there we are. Progress. At the moment I can't put this on GitHub for testing for meters because I've got to work all the saving and loading of all this stuff here, which will be over the next day or two. So there we are. Anyway, sorry about this long video, but I thought I'd give you an update. Cheers.